see the olive branch being extended in the way that it was, and I was very clouded in my own feelings in that moment. It was hard for just to get myself through that.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to have this conversation. Stuff happens. It's not the fact that it happens, it's how you move through it. Clint, anything you'd like to add to this?
What I saw just as an observer is an emotional response. And I think if you set that aside and be like, this is an emotional response, let me try to talk through this and see what the true intent of the conversation is, I think you could have had a really nice moment to see the similarities between the two cultures and that you could bond in that moment. So I understand emotions can do a hell of things to the human condition. It's tough.
And it's everybody.
It's everyone.
You're not alone in this. Claire and Cameron's marriage is certainly off to an intriguing twist, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this moment from their honeymoon. Let's watch it back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now that is a boy who is ready to paddleboard.
I don't even know what to say. You look like a dad.
I usually make the first move, but she keeps making jokes about my lack of fashion sense. And in this moment, my feeling is that she doesn't feel comfortable enough with me yet. So I'm waiting.
What did y'all think of his getup? What did y'all think of his outfit?
Brennan and I walked back from our breakfast, and I was just like, oh my God.
I thought he worked at the resort.
I can see that, Clint.
He looks like Bill Murray from Caddyshack to me.
I was trying to place it.
Yeah.
Thank you for placing it. You know, that's our generation. They're like, what is Caddyshack?
We don't even know Bill Murray.
Yeah, okay, good. You know the movie because a lot of times some of my references go over y'all's head. Because, yes, he is trying to get the gopher. Listen, it's all in fun. My thing is this. If that is your look, you have got to own it, Cam.
He did.
Like, own it. It is okay.
I also don't think Claire was making fun of him. And that was kind of a projection on his end. She was laughing, making light of it, but that was not making fun of him. We actually, did we call him our mascot? We embraced Cam.
Yeah.
His SPF 100, his stupid little carry-on. Also, Claire is, the most chill. That would not bother her whatsoever. She honestly probably, likes it more than someone who would dress nice, honestly.
Got it. So, Clint, I'm going to come back to you. I have to say, when I was watching this episode, I couldn't help but think about you and Gina's trajectory and how it's kind of parallel so far with Cameron and Claire's. It's almost like it keeps missing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Both of them are kind of trying in their own way, and then it just kind of falls short a little bit.
Yeah. I understand falling short for sure. I think when you look at things on paper with Gina and I, and probably it's the same in their scenario, there's a lot of things that make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But until you actually put those pieces together and see how they interact, you don't know.
Absolutely. So, Clint, because you also married a stranger, what is your biggest piece of advice for these new spouses?
God, just lead with curiosity, because you don't really know your spouse at this point, and it's all just trying to learn and understand who they are and how you guys can find that common language, because everybody's speaking a different language at this point, right?
Yeah.
So it's just so much understanding at this point and not trying to prejudge, because there's a lot to digest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, take those words of wisdom from a vet who has been through this process. Clint, thank you so much. All right, well, that covers tonight's episode, but the honeymoons continue next week on a brand new episode of Married at First Sight. Here's a sneak peek.
Next time, the honeymoon continues to heat up.
Atta girl! Good job!
If we continue to let that happen, it would be a very disastrous situation.
Yeah.
Trust for me is one of the biggest things I look for, and I feel like you're really starting to earn my trust.
So I'm not in the circle yet. How do you feel?
Okay, listen. You all don't waste any time digging into the deep stuff. Emily, Orion, Clint, thank you guys so much for joining me at the after party. I hope to see you all again very soon. I'm Keisha Knight Pulliam, and to everyone at home, this has been the Married at First Sight after party.